Hi, this is Tracy with DIY or Bust. Today's project is building the solar pergola. I built the deck behind me, wraps all the way around the house, 700 square feet, 1,000 square foot house. I know it's a lot, but it's beautiful out here. I wanted a big deck, so I went for it. And I didn't do a video because you've already seen a video on my previous deck. What I'm doing today is putting up the posts and starting on the framework. And then I will put my solar panels up on the top of the solar pergola with a drywall lifter. Here is the first side of the 4 posts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this one, 12 foot from the end of the deck would have been the center of my door, so that's not good. I had to move this back, and so that distance is perfect with how much is over here. That's an acceptable cantilever. I'm not worried about that. And I will put some knee bracing in, but this is just set up, and then I'll build the same on this side of the deck with 4 posts. Short explanation on how I built my pergola. I did have some GoPro footage, but then my GoPro was in the sun and it was 100 degrees, and I think I killed my GoPro. Anyway, so I've got 6x6s that fit into my 6x6 brackets bolted into the deck. I ended up using a bunch of structural screws that I had left over from my roofing project. I had like 200 of them, and they worked great. Set these guys across, made sure everything is plumb. Then I set these guys. Okay, so here's the front of the house, and that's the deck. It doesn't wrap around, just ends at the tree. And then here's the pergola. Here's the details on the solar pergola. So I'm pretty happy with how I've got it fastened. This is my new best friend, drywall lifter. That's how I got all the solar panels up, because they're 50 pounds each.